What's up, Super Squad? Great to see you back for part 2 of my fall favorites, the sweet treat versions. My favorite thing of all in the entire world. Today I'm going to be showing all my fall favorite sweet treats. If you missed part 1 of this 2-parter that covered the savory version of all my fall favorites, links are on the screen and in the description for that one. But now it's time for sweets. I'm going to cover some quick simple things I put together from scratch, as well as share some seasonal pre-packaged fall sweets that take all the fuss out of dessert snacking, and how I let my sweet tooth go absolutely crazy with those to make them even sweeter. There's a mix of all kinds of sweets in this one. This is going to be a good one, so sit back, relax, enjoy, and get ready to salivate. Let's do this. This is a good portion of my entire fall sweets haul right here, and we're going to be starting off with my personal favorite, a pumpkin pie protein power bowl. Super quick, simple, easy, and delicious. All it takes is some pumpkin puree, about half that volume from a few plops of plant-based yogi, a scoop of your favorite vegan vanilla protein powder, I'm using Orgain vanilla bean, some cinnamon, and of course some pumpkin spice. I'll splash all that with some Walden Farms pancake syrup, and I don't know what it is, but there's something incredibly satisfying about just watching that stuff ooze all around this thing. Look at it. Anyway, give all that a good mix until it's all very well acquainted with one another, and I'll top this with some crunch of some mixed raw nuts, cinnamon roll cereal, crushed up maple cream Oreos, and finally some vegan whipped cream. And don't ask why I went for that swirl instead of a nice mound. Turned out hideous, as you can see, but fortunately, tastes the same either way. One last sprinkle of cinnamon, pumpkin spice, and just a tiny bit more pancake syrup, and boom! Super sweet, protein-powered pumpkin pie in a bowl. This is everything I used right here. Maple cream Oreos, I love maple and I love those. Walden Farms pancake syrup, canned pumpkin puree, silk soy-based plain yogi, and Pillsbury cinnamon roll cereal. Yes, that is a thing, and yes, it's amazing. And best of all, it's vegan. Depending on my mood and sweet tooth levels, sometimes I'll cut down the sweetness in this one by using less syrup and subbing out the cookie and cereal sweet toppings with just more nuts or some shredded wheat or sprouted cereal, stuff like that. But it's insanely good either way, with awesome macros and a great, quick, and easy alternative to pumpkin pie for lazy people like me. Next up is a pumpkin protein smoothie. I was inspired by that pumpkin shake from Next Level Burger in the last video to make my own, and I've been sipping on this thing all season long. Once again, some pumpkin puree, Tostitos flavored protein powder. I'm kidding, it's the Orgain vanilla again. A bit of Walden Farms pancake syrup, a good pour of some nut milk, and a sprinkling of cinnamon and pumpkin spice. So basically everything that went into the last recipe, but put into a blender instead of a bowl. Pumpkin pie liquefied. And this is how well I know my servings. Look at that. Perfect serving size for my smoothie glass. Honestly, when it isn't for making the video look all purty like this, I just drink these things out of the blender. Girlfriend hates it. And this time I got the whipped cream right. Look how purty it is compared to the bowl. And I love topping this thing with some crushed up pumpkin JoJo's. Basically Trader Joe's pumpkin Oreos. But yeah, boom, pumpkin pie in a glass. Insanely good. Now some of those pre-packaged fall sweets. So these are gonna be more of reviews than anything. And these pumpkin spice rolls from TJ's are amazing. Amazing. They do have the good old normal traditional cinnamon rolls too, but I think I may just like these a little bit better. And if you were wondering why my hands look so nice and girly, those aren't my hands, those are Ceci's. Sometimes it's just easier for me to film her instead of the other way around, but as you can see, these rolls are super simple to make. Open the package, slice and separate them, toss them in the oven for about 15 minutes, and then cue the sexy icing music. Now that is a beautiful sight to see, a beautiful sight of sweetness, one of my favorite sights of all. Now, for a normal person, these are perfectly fine just the way they are. They're already sweet, they're already good. But being the crazy addicted sugar monster that I am, let me show you how I like to have these, with more sweetness. duh. These go so well with cinnamon bun ice cream, and Enlighten's dairy-free ones are some of my favorite vegan ice creams out there. I also top the thing with some pecans for some nice added crunch, and boom, that's the Super Vegan Dessert 101 on how to make sweet things even sweeter. And I'm doing the same exact thing with this next one, a pumpkin spice Pizookie, made from a Lenny and Larry's pumpkin spice cookie. Their complete cookies are so addicting. What I like to do with it for this is toss it in the toaster oven to get it nice, warm, and a little bit toasty. Sometimes I'll just toss it in the microwave if I want it to stay a little bit softer. And all I do is pair it with some of that good old Enlightened ooey gooey cinnamon bun ice cream, and with a good little pour of some Walden Farms caramel syrup, which I think may be one of the very few vegan caramel syrups available at most grocery stores, and it is bomb. Been using it since way before I even went vegan. And with that, boom, sweet, simple sweets. Ice cream and cookies alone are awesome, but paired together as a Pizookie, that's a couple that needs to be featured all over Match.com commercials as the most successful pairing of all time. Now, if you like apple pies, you're gonna love this next one. I just stumbled across these Entenmanns mini apple pies at the grocery store that happened to be on sale, so I had to give them a try. This is another one that's great whether it's toasted in the oven or warmed up in the microwave, and on its own, it's reminiscent of a McDonald's apple pie. But when you pour on some caramel syrup and a little bit of cinnamon, it becomes more of a cross between that and a caramel apple empanada from Taco Bell. I'm a huge fan of both. If you didn't know, the McDonald's apple pie is actually vegan, but the empanada from Taco Bell sadly is not. And I prefer that one, but seeing as I don't have them anymore, this simple remix of a pre-packaged pie definitely hits the fix. I swear it tastes just like it. So freaking good. And so is this next one. It's just some Nature's Path organic and gluten-free pumpkin spice waffles. Normal people, they just pour syrup on their waffles. Not me, that's boring and not unhealthy enough. So what I do is actually take a scoop of that protein pumpkin pie bowl concoction and slap that on my plate as sort of a pumpkin pie cream. Then I bathe it in just a little bit of marshmallow sauce and crumble up some of those maple cream Oreos and pumpkin JoJo's to finish it off. And I wash it all down with that pumpkin pie smoothie. Guys, I've tried this one with syrup, I've tried it with ice cream, and after several waffles and taste tests, I've concluded that this is the best way to have this one. There's just something about the marshmallow sauce, the pumpkin pie mixture, and the cookie crumbles that complement each other perfectly. Banner agrees completely. Bobby wasn't part of the test group. He's still not too happy about it. And aside from all the frozen, refrigerated, pre-packaged sort of seasonal fall flair, there's also plenty of on-the-go sweet treats that are a lot less artificial and more natural, like this pumpkin pie Larabar, which is the first time I've ever had a Larabar, and it actually wasn't bad. I don't know why I was expecting it to be nutty and granola bar-like, but it was actually soft and chewy, kind of like a Quest bar, but a little softer and a little chewier. Totally great on its own, on the go, or even crumbled up and sprinkled on one of the other desserts. But that about covers my entire fall haul of seasonal sweet treats. Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in these. Yeah, a lot of them are artificial and processed, but that doesn't make them bad or unhealthy. What makes a food bad or unhealthy is how it's incorporated into your everyday diet. When you have things like these in moderation, in controlled portions, they're not gonna hurt you. Being healthy isn't about eating 100% clean, it's about balance, nourishing yourself with things you love. And sometimes that means indulging in treats like this every now and again. Never deprive yourself of things you love. Don't focus on good food versus bad food. Focus on good habits versus bad habits. Focus on balance. And be sweet to yourself and treat yourself to some sweets. And there you go, Super Squad. Those are my personal fall favorite sweet treats. We got pumpkin stuff, we got apple stuff, we got all the best fall sweets, and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give the video a like. Leave some comments below about some of your fall favorite sweet treats. I could use some new ideas. And don't forget to subscribe to the channels if you haven't already. You don't want to miss any of these super vegan foods. You see how good they are, and you can get fit on these foods. Look, they're believers. Why aren't you? You can find out all those tips on the Zero to Hero Athletics channels. Make sure to subscribe over there as well. And until the next one, we will see you then. You guys ready for a vegan meal? See you guys.